Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to talk about a journey. Not a journey across the world, but a journey within ourselves. Each of us has embarked on this journey, often without realizing it. It's a journey to find happiness, success, and fulfillment. I want to start by saying, I do not ask you to believe in others. That is merely the result of a lack of faith in oneself. Yes, it's easy to look outward, to place our trust and hopes in others. We often believe that they hold the key to our happiness or success. But this is a misconception. The real power, the true key to happiness, lies within each of us. It's time for a change. It's time for each of us to stop seeking externally for what we think will make us happy. It's time for you to stop searching outside yourself for everything that you think could make you happy. Happiness is not found in the accolades of others, the material possessions we accumulate, or the validation we seek from society. These are fleeting and often lead us astray. Instead, I urge you to look within, come back home. Home is where the heart is, they say, and in this case, it's the heart of your being. Your inner self is a reservoir of strength, potential, and untapped joy. When you start to explore your inner world, you begin to understand your true desires, your passions, and what genuinely brings you joy. This journey inward is not an easy one. It requires courage, persistence, and honesty. It demands that we confront our fears, our insecurities, and our weaknesses. But it's a journey worth taking. Why? Because it leads to authenticity, self-acceptance, and a profound sense of peace. As we delve deeper into this exploration of self, let's also consider the kind of society we are part of and the one we aspire to create. In an ideal world, a better society made up of more understanding individuals, no one will want to change you. Instead, everyone will help you to be yourself, because being yourself is the most precious thing in the world. Imagine a world where each person is not just accepted, but celebrated for their uniqueness. A world where diversity in thoughts, feelings, and actions is not just tolerated, but embraced. In such a society, the pressure to conform, to fit into predefined molds, dissipates. We are no longer shackled by the expectations of others, but are free to express our true selves. This vision might seem distant, but it starts with us here now. It begins when we decide to not only accept ourselves, but also extend that acceptance to others. When we choose understanding over judgment, compassion over criticism, and authenticity over conformity, we lay the foundation for a more empathetic and inclusive society. Being yourself is indeed the most precious thing in the world. It's a gift not just to oneself, but to the world. Each of us has unique talents, perspectives, and passions. When we bring our true selves to the table, we enrich the tapestry of our collective human experience. We inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and self-acceptance. So, as we continue on our personal journeys of self-discovery, let's also commit to fostering a society where being oneself is not just accepted, but celebrated. Let's support each other in our quests to be our truest selves. Let's remember that in our differences lie our strengths, and in our authenticity lies our collective power. As we contemplate the essence of true happiness and the foundation of a more understanding society, let's also reflect on the source of our discontent. Often the root of unhappiness lies in our tendency to cling to others, in the expectations we set upon them, in the hope that they will be the providers of our happiness. This misplaced hope can lead us down a path of dependency where the whims of others dictate our well-being. It is a human trait to seek connections, to reach out and expect others to fill the voids we perceive in ourselves. Yet this is where we may falter, for in placing such expectations on others, we give away our power, our agency in crafting our own joy. The harsh truth is that when we hinge our happiness on external sources, on other people's actions or approvals, we become vulnerable to the tides of circumstance. And when that hope wanes or is withdrawn, we are left feeling frustrated, disheartened. However, it is in these moments of frustration that we are presented with an opportunity for growth. When we realize that our happiness cannot be outsourced, we begin to reclaim our power. We start to understand that while others can add to our joy, the foundation of happiness is an inside job. It's about setting out on a journey to discover and nurture our well-being from within. It's about learning to appreciate ourselves, to find contentment in our own company, and to build resilience against the ebb and flow of life's inevitable changes. When we do this, when we become the architects of our own happiness, we not only empower ourselves but also free those around us from the burden of our expectations. And so let us strive not to attach our sense of happiness to others, but to anchor it within ourselves. Let us build a life where our hope is not a fragile thing contingent on others, but a robust flame that burns steadily, fueled by our inner strength and peace. In this journey of life, let's remind ourselves that while we may share our path with many, the steps we take, the happiness we seek, and the peace we yearn for, all these must be cultivated from within. In our quest for happiness, it is essential to understand the balance between grounding ourselves and reaching for our aspirations. Put down roots in the earth so that you can rise high into the sky. This metaphor speaks to the importance of establishing a strong foundation, a base from which we can grow and flourish. Just as a tree cannot reach towards the heavens without a firm anchor in the soil, we too must ground ourselves in what is real and tangible before we can soar to achieve our dreams. Put roots in the visible world so that you can reach the invisible. This is a call to engage deeply with the world around us, with the life that is immediately present. It's a reminder that our actions in the physical world, the relationships we nurture, the work we do, all of it has a profound impact on our ability to connect with the intangible, our dreams, our spirituality, and our inner selves. When we are well grounded, we understand our place in the world. We have a sense of stability and security that allows us to take risks, to dream big and to reach for the unseen. We are not swayed by every wind of doctrine or pulled down by the weight of uncertainty because our roots keep us secure. So let us be like the mighty oak whose roots delve deep into the earth, drawing up the strength to support its towering presence. Let us be nourished by our experiences, by the love we give and receive, by the knowledge we acquire, and by the stability we cultivate in our daily lives. As we plant ourselves firmly in the world we know, we prepare ourselves to venture into the world we have yet to see. With our roots entrenched in the soil of reality, we give ourselves the freedom to reach into the realm of possibility, touching the invisible, the intangible, and the realms of our greatest potential. In this way, we do not just dream of heights, we achieve them. We do not just wish for fulfillment, we live it. Our roots in the earth allow our spirits to dance with the stars, connecting the visible with the invisible, the tangible with the divine.